Please be seated. Assembled graduating students, fellow faculty, and proud families and friends, welcome to the 2022 commencement ceremony of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Commencement exercises are a time-ordered tradition at UVM, a tradition that dates back well over 2 centuries. Graduates, your hard work, your intellect, the support of your families, and your commitment to your education have culminated in this day. As you prepare to join the ranks of UVM alumni, take a moment to reflect on the journey to this momentous occasion, this day, the day of your graduation from the University of Vermont. As the head faculty marshal of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, I now declare open these proceedings. Please join me in welcoming to the podium the Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, Dr. Noma Anderson.
Thank you. Good afternoon. As Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, I congratulate you, class of 2022. Your commencement has arrived. Your family and friends are so proud of you and excited for you. And you have been educated by top scholars in healthcare. These scholars are the faculty and staff in the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, and they also are proud of you and excited for you. Within weeks of departing from this commencement ceremony, you will be a graduate student, or an exercise scientist, or an athletic trainer, a medical laboratory scientist, a nurse, or physical therapy, a medical radiation therapist, a health scientist, a health and wellness coach, a university faculty member, or a researcher. Begin this new chapter of your life with confidence, with compassion, with caring, with a commitment to ethical practice and lifelong learning. Be committed to reaching across the divide of health inequity, whether that divide be economic, gender, educational, geographic, ethnic, racial, gender expression, sexual orientation, or age, with the goal of improving and affirming the life of others. I ask you to engage with your patients, their families, your colleagues and fellow students, and your neighbor, with the lens that allows for social justice and the sense of humanity for all. At a time when costly chronic diseases are negatively impacting the health of many, remember that you are uniquely equipped as healthcare professionals to help lead the way towards solutions for population health in schools, workplaces, and communities, and to assist in the transition to a culture of value-based healthcare that lowers costs while improving the quality of health outcomes for our patients. All of us grew up, or many of us grew up, hearing the golden rule: do unto others as you want them to do unto you. As healthcare practitioners, academicians, researchers, and students, follow the platinum rule: treat others as they want to be treated. ask and listen to their stories. I came to UVM in February of 2021, and that has been a strange time, not being able to meet and speak with the students, which is the reason why I came to UVM. Hopefully, I will meet you in the future. Our paths will cross, and you can tell me that you were an alumnus of my college. The faculty, staff, and administration of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences are so proud of the contributions you will make in the world. These past years, as tragic and difficult as this time has been, it certainly has shown the world how important you, our nursing and health sciences graduates, are in providing health science, for keeping all of us healthy and safe, and in improving our connections with each other and our environment. Good luck and Godspeed. I would now like to invite 4 outstanding students in the College of Nursing and Health Sciences to come to the stage. I would like to welcome Sakiria, hi, Precious.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. First off, congratulations to the class of 2022. We did it. Hey, everyone. My name is Zakaria. I'm graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences. I'm originally from the Bronx, New York City. Yes, where the concrete jungles are and dreams are made of. During my time here at UVM, I've been involved in a multitude of things, including the Black Student Union since my first year. I'm proud to be a part of the 186, the Student Government Association, first as a Finance Committee Chair and the Treasurer this past year, so that means I see where your student fees have gone. I'm also an admissions rep and an advocate, so I'm pretty good at walking backwards, unless there's a ton of snow on the floor, which is literally all the time. But I can shout across Main Street, but rain, sleet, or snow, I will go. Just don't ask me if I'm happy about it. There's also a postcard that the students in the class of 2023 and 2024 received from orientation, with my sweet handwritten notes on it, and smile. And last but not least, I've worked in the Davis Center as a building manager and the Department of Student Life, so if I've asked you to mask up in the last year, I'm sorry, but we're still in a public health crisis. When I first came to Vermont, I immediately wanted to leave, but I knew graduating from college was something that was worth fighting for. I did not even know what I wanted to study. However, it didn't take the College of Nursing and Health Sciences to scream my name, even though it must have been hard for them to pronounce at first. I'm a first-generation college student and American. As you can see, my family's from Jamaica. So my journey through my academics have been rough, to say the least. I remember walking into my first Intro to Bio class and thinking, this isn't it. I felt unprepared, and I felt like I was the only one in the room, and I was. I started in the College of Arts and Sciences in the Health and Society program, and no shade to them, but College of Nursing and Health Sciences is where it's at. When I stepped into my first public health science class, Intro to Public Health my sophomore year, it's where I found my passion. That is when I realized that you do not have to be a doctor or a nurse to make an impact or a difference in the healthcare field. No shade to my future doctors or nurses. We still need you. The care and love that I received from all the faculty and staff in CNHS is truly unmatched. In my darkest days, weeks, months, and even semesters, I could always count on them to pick me up. I need to give a huge shout out to my advisor, Kate Morrow, who never failed to help incorporate all my passions, extracurriculars, and jobs into my already packed academic schedule. She believed in me every step of the way, even when I didn't believe in myself. She is also the reason I saw my potential and strive to be in the Accelerated Masters of Public Health program I'm in right now. She even offered to have study dates or homework help sessions when I needed to. I also want to shout out Deb Hinchy, who made sure that I knew my purpose. She never fails to offer a good letter of recommendation, check-in, resume or cover letter editing, a laugh, or countless job opportunities. And for that, I appreciate you, and I know everyone else does. My 4 years at UVM and in the College of Nursing and Health Sciences were unimaginable. The people that I've met, shout out to my closest friends, Kimani, Jessica, Jazz, Tristan, and Adrian, all who have helped me write this speech. I love you and thanks for putting up with me all these years. Additionally, the education I've received is making it very hard to leave, but I won't because I'll be here next year in my master's program. It is difficult to think that I could have spent my college experience anywhere else, even though it wasn't easy, being away from home, a first-generation college student, and being Black in Vermont. I still wouldn't trade it for the world because of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. I stand here before you today as a first generation, a Black woman in STEM, ready to be confirmed for my Bachelor's of Science in Public Health Sciences. While also have completed my first years in the Master's of Public Health program, I can confidently say that I dream of a world that is a more equitable healthcare system that will be inclusive for everyone. But that change doesn't begin and end with me. It's about all of us and our drive to craft a better world than the one we came into. I'm in awe as I look around the room at the faces of the future healthcare warriors. Congratulations and thank you all.
Thank you, Sakiria. And now let's welcome Elena Cepeda to the stage. CSD.
Hi, everyone. What an amazing speech from Zakaria. Thank you, Zakaria. Thank you for joining us on this special day. My name is Elena Cepedi, and I'm graduating with my Bachelor's of Science in Communication Sciences and Disorders. During my time in CNHS, I've had the opportunity to work with supportive advisors, fantastic faculty, and find my best friends. Lauren and Maggie, we've been together since day one. While there were many long nights in study room 50, learning the muscles of the larynx and the international phonetic alphabet, I wouldn't change anything about my time here. Starting in 2018, before the pandemic, I had the opportunity to meet our amazing CSD cohort and our introductory course with Professor Wahlberg. We have stuck together these past 4 years, supporting each other through online learning, our extracurricular activities like the Speech and Hearing Club, as well as our recent CSD potluck. Academically, I had the opportunity to work as a student clinician during an internship with Professor Cody's supervision this past summer. During our time together, I learned about the preparation necessary to run a successful speech-language pathology session and how to consider client-centered care. The endless opportunities possible within the College of Nursing and Health Sciences helped me on my journey of becoming a mature student and the most driven version of myself. Through these opportunities, I became a strong candidate for grad school and created strong bonds with the CSD faculty. My time at UVM would not have been complete without the initial motivation from my CNHS advisor, Vanessa, and the continuous support from our professors. When I look back at my experience at UVM, the time studying with my friends and the post-exam excitement will always be fond memories. I wish my fellow peers a successful future, whether it be in speech-language pathology, audiology, or any other health-based profession. We all want to work together to improve the lives of others, and CNHS gave us the tools to do so. Thank you for this opportunity to speak and give my gratitude to those in our amazing department. As I continue on to grad school, I will keep you all in my heart. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Elena. And now, Meg Cleary.
Hi, everyone. Thank you to those two amazing ladies that spoke before me. And I just want to say thank you to the nursing faculty and staff for your constant support and encouragement. And thank you, friends and families, for your unconditional support. But more importantly, for your incredible acting skills as our standardized patients, especially when we had to record that head-to-toe assessment from the confines of quarantine. We owe you for that one. Thank you, peers, for keeping each other grounded these 4 years, building not only professional relationships, but true friendships. Our time at UVM has been unlike anything we could have predicted, but all that social distancing somehow really brought us together. And being able to learn with and from each other is one of the great privileges of being a student in CNHS, and something to be truly grateful for. Now, at one time or another, everyone has had to ask themselves, can I really do this? But this class is here today because the answer to that question has always been yes, because I want to do this. From every course point quiz to ATI assignment, the drive and dedication of this nursing class has never wavered. We have spent these 4 years building our nursing toolbox, thinking of new ways to challenge biases, to critical think and problem solve, to take our best guess at what every acronym stood for, and so much more. Something we were taught very early on was that our eyes are our greatest tool. Standing in front of you today, putting my greatest tool to work, I can assess that this is a group of truly dedicated, inspiring, and unstoppable nurses, surely among other equally as incredible healthcare professionals in this college. So, as we all heart-wrenchingly say goodbye to our bright green scrubs, I hope that we can all think back to where we started and be so proud of how far we have come and how far we will go. I know that we will all make UVM proud in whatever scrub color we wear and in whatever adventures lie ahead. I wish you all the best of luck in those adventures, and I offer you a sincere thank you and congratulations to the CNHS class of 2022. Thank you. Love you.
And now we will welcome Belle Sogoloff. I'm trying to find your page. Okay. There you go.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you to the women that spoke before me. I'm excited to be in front of you all. To the faculty and staff of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, the families and guests in the audience, and to my fellow peers in the class of 2022. I am honored to be in front of you all as we recognize and celebrate the achievements of our class. I want to start by taking a moment to acknowledge how far our cohort has come over these last 4 years. To put it lightly, our time together has been far from normal. With over a year of virtual learning and hybrid courses, we have developed new routines, methods, and strategies to learn in a way that once was simpler for all of us. Every semester has thrown something new at us, and yet we have adapted and persevered each time. Maybe these 4 years did not unfold exactly like we initially imagined, but I guarantee we will all walk across this stage knowing we have come a very long way. We have become incredible at thinking outside the box, at being flexible, at listening to others' perspectives, and even now know how to show our kindness with just our eyes. What an opportunity that we have been given to be entering the healthcare workforce right now, as we will be able to bring a whole new set of skills that has never been seen before. However, I want us to think back to August of 2018, when we first arrived at the University of Vermont, full of excitement and many unknowns. To my exercise science peers, it is hard to think back to our initial class together as a cohort with Dr. Kasser. That was our first exposure to the field of exercise science, where we were introduced to various professionals and recent graduates in the field. The diversity of opportunities was exciting and daunting. You could imagine yourself going in so many directions, it was hard to focus on just one. Regardless of which profession we heard about, you could always feel the cumulative passion for helping others and cultivating change within the healthcare system. It was enlightening. Since then, we have developed and pursued noble ideas about what person-centered care means to each of us, and we are now prepared to implement these ideas through the intersection of exercise, movement, and science. It is surreal that we are now the ones in their shoes, picking which direction is right for us. What a feeling of growth and inspiration that brings. It has been a pure joy to experience and learn from the university's exercise science program. The curriculum is founded on both a strong science understanding combined with a sincere appreciation for communication, understanding, and compassion within the field. On our first interviews, may we bring with us the progressive muscle relaxation techniques that we learned in Dr. Seibold's exercise and sports psychology course. And once we land that job, I know that we will bring with us the slanted rope principle from Dr. Castor's adaptive physical activity class as we strive to create inclusive environments for all whom we come across. Professor Kakinda taught us the importance of walking the talk in the field of exercise science as he showed photos of him enduring long bike rides while educating us on aerobic capacity and how to calculate VO2 max. We also can't forget his effortless yet frequent dad jokes that could stir up the monotony of Zoom learning. Or maybe it is the tenacity and enthusiasm we saw from Dr. Vreeland as she ran from the rugby field to the classroom with therabands and goniometers in hand. Regardless of which memory you may hold on to, we can all agree that we learn from leaders in the field of exercise science. Thank you to each exercise science professor for providing us with the most up-to-date, evidence-based practice on how to use physical activity and movement to improve health for all. Although we are all headed in different directions, I know that each of us is prepared to enter the healthcare field with unique perspectives, immense compassion, and curiosity that will carry us to new places. Thank you to each and every one of my classmates and professors, along with our support systems here with us today, for this combined effort is what has helped us get to this moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Belle. Dean Anderson and Provost Prelock will now confer Bachelor of Science degrees upon the assembled students, each in their turn. Students, look smart. You are about to receive the recognition for which you have worked so hard and join the proud ranks of UVM alumni.
Just so everyone knows, we will not be shaking hands, but we will give you the broadest smile possible.
For the bachelor's degree in athletic training education, Acadia Zabriskie. For the bachelor's degree in communication sciences and disorders, Amanda Catherine Azalone. Samantha Elizabeth Bushy. Eleanor Rose Duva, cum laude. Megan Howergan, cum laude. Michaela May Hull. Emma Ann Lieberman. Amelia Ashley Marquez. Katie McDowell. Alexa Mihal. Emily Collins Porta. Madeline Ruth Provost. Lauren Annalise Rowert, cum laude. Anna Christine Schultz. Elena Kathleen Sapedi, cum laude. Brianna Elizabeth Severance. Tanner Alexis Slosberg. Lauren Walter. Margaret May Zico. Caitlin M. Zima. Sophie Onick. Emma Ann Rose Askew. Bridget Jane Audette. For exercise science, Ryan Lee Austin. Gabriella Cricket Rose Baya. Lance Bergmans. A little out of order. Nicholas Blue. Madalena Bucci. Jacqueline Frances Kafer. Jillian Capone. Julia Marie Celentano. Serene Elizabeth Sitzkovich. Mitchell Kemp Denson. Trevor Disbennett. Alexandra Dovano. Robert J. Draper. Griffin Erickson. Samantha Louise Fielder. Amy Grace Francis. Carly Giroux, summa cum laude. Side Gausto. Isabel Emily Hansen, cum laude. Haley Ann Hess. Mackenzie Lee Hornung. Amanda Jean Hulbert. Peyton Ashley Humphrey. Carly Ella Rose Hurwitz. Lydia Kessel. Riley V. Coronen. Anthony R. Lisinski. Allison Jean Merritt. Joseph M. McNo. Jordan Lane Moosley, magna cum laude. Natalie Nelson. Noah Olaf Lieberman. Madison Elizabeth Orcutt. Kevin the Fam. Emily Elizabeth Rosenberry. Elizabeth Camp Sanford. Emily Saunders. Mariah Savard. Emma Jill Severn. Casey Sharp. Lindsay Skadberg. Barbara Sogoloff, magna cum laude. Taylor Soul. Jacob Collier Zaleski. For medical radiation science, Amanda Kathleen Benedetti. Samantha Hadbab. Kyle Preston Hinsdale. Catalina Krasanik. Colin Francis McFawn. Madison Page Rabtoy. Megan M. Watherby. For medical laboratory science, Hannah On. Emily Banks. Brady Bearhorst. Sophia Berry. Ama Conde. Emily Deason, cum laude. Emily Essency. Anna Margaret Lefonte. Kaylee McCabe. Paige Christina Nearchus, cum laude. Chantel Wijemi. Katrina Papa. Omema Shriji. Chloe Sloan Tuttle. For Health Sciences, Carmen Maria Beckley. Eliza Lee Bruns. Jacqueline Kelly Cade. Julia Carbonneau. Christiana Couchman. Ryan Joseph Davis. Abigail Ann DeBay. Christina Dawn Doe. Randall Doan. Samantha Nicole Dolan. Riley Nicole Drab. Erin Elizabeth Ferraro. Sophie Hope Handloff. Gabrielle Hebert. Isabella Johnson. Brenna Madigan Karen. Anna Kim. Jacqueline Lumen. Mackenzie Lopez. Sophia Jean McLaughlin, magna cum laude. L. Nelson. Liam Spencer Nelson. Colin O'Reilly. Sandy Ong. Alyssa Jasmine Oviedo. Jack I. Parker, magna cum laude. Camille Pontarelli. Zakiria Tiana Roden. Mary Noel Na Lamley Ryby Williams. Haley Michelle Ross. Helen Ray Schaefer. Abigail Settlemeyer. Andrew James DeBarbara Martinez Slaughterbeck, magna cum laude. Tristan Antonio St. Cyr, cum laude. Annabelle Ruth Streckbus. Elena Vasilian. William John Walsweir. Victoria Elizabeth Walters. Rebecca Winokur. Denise Zhang. Jennifer Zwirling. No.
You're nursing? Yes. Presenting the Bachelor of Science in Professional Nursing, Emma C. Adams. Isabella Adelhock. Megan Angelica Alba. Chloe Arcelli. Kendall Grace Barrett. Bernadette Jane Ben, cum laude. Liam Putnam Bijoli. Logan Putnam Bijoli. Anita Marie Bilota, cum laude. Dawson Gabrielle Blodgett. Lynn Marie Brown. Sabina Buffa. Abigail Lisa Burfoot. Caitlin A. Butkus. Alexis P. Kane. Emma Marie Chaput. Megan Elizabeth Cleary. Ethan Charles Cobb. Sarah Catherine Cordisco. Jillian R. Cosgrove. Margaret Davis. Taylor Lee Doherty. Kelly Doktorski. Jenna Grace Duran. Lauren Dumas, cum laude. Madison Marie Dykus. Vanessa A. Dykstra. Rachel Fowler. Karen Garber. Emily Ann Gervais. Eliana Gilfix. Romy Nicole Gold. Alexandra Grace Goodnow. Hannah Marie Gould. Elizabeth Graff. Ashley Marie Hill. Morgan Hobson. Jared Russell Hoffman. Claudia Hofford. Brooke Elizabeth Houghton. Abby Elizabeth Hauser. Rebecca Inglesi. Lindsay S. Ireland. Amulia Jaldu. Sarah Johnson. Cassidy Lee Jones. Quinn M. Judge. Tasha Kalra. Macy Kazin. Eliza H. Krauk. Andrea Ellen LaMonica. Mackenzie Jean Lamoth. Mia Claire Layton. Jane Margaret Layton, summa cum laude. Quinn Lofthouse. Sydney Lupone. George James McDonald. Macy Miller McMillan. Emma Lauren McPherson. Elizabeth Grace Magnan. Sebastian Carmen Magnotti. Lily Alexandra Mandel. Brooke Marcotte. Grace Heather Miller. Mariel Ann Mishler. Gwen Dorothy Moland. Kira Suzanne Morissette. Alexia Mestasio. Rachel Lynn Netta. Alec Neubauer. Kat Neville. Mary Grace O'Neill. Stella Otis, cum laude, Honors College. Molly Kendra Page. Camille Victoria Palm. Christina Palmer. Dahlia Pecchia. Elizabeth Moore Penn. Taylor Perez, Honors College. Abigail Pokshavinsky. Isabel Puzis. Eleanor Margaret Roberts. Ellie Jean Rochford. Adelaide Laureate Rude. Sarah Rouleau. Bailey Scott. Grace Bradford Shelton. Maria M. Shantz. Michaela Sobchak, magna cum laude. Ella Nicole Spencer. Sarah Pamina Stowe. Hallie Sullivan. Julia Leona Tolshinsky. Sophie J. Tom. Sydney Vincent. Alyssa A. Walbridge. Molly Marie Walters. Rebecca Lynn Whipple. Elizabeth Ann Wybark. Isabel Teresa Wilder. Cameron Thomas Willie. Heidi Wills. That's a pretty name. Willow Olivia Yeager. Jessamine Young.
Will the graduates please stand? Please turn your tassels from the right side of your mortarboards to the left. The instructions said wait for the applause to end. It is with great admiration and pride that I look upon you now as graduates and alumni of the University of Vermont College of Nursing and Health Sciences. New alumni, please be seated. At this time, I have the wonderful opportunity to let you know how much we admire and how grateful we are and how we want to thank two professors who are retiring from the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Let me share with you about one of them. Mary Alice Favreau, after receiving her bachelor's degree from Elmira College and master's degree from the University of Massachusetts Amherst, came to UVM in 1990, progressing to full clinical professor. As Vermont Lens training director, she trained leaders in disability advocacy, policy, and systems change. She pioneered distance learning and shifted Vermont Lens curriculum to a distance-accessible program. Alumni from the course formed VT's network of AAC consultants. The grant funding she helped secure resulted in peer-reviewed articles and presentations. She is known for her person and family-centered lens and inclusive pedagogical values. She is a steady advocate for equity, access, and reducing disparities. She served on committees and advisory boards, including co-chair of the college's Committee on Inclusive Excellence. Her mentorship resulted in culturally responsive professionals, advocates, and leaders. This impact has had an enduring legacy. If she were here, I would thank her for her leadership, teaching, and service. Well, let's give her a round of applause in absentia. I'd like to ask Marsha Bozick to stand, please. Dr. Marsha DeWolf Bosick, you joined the University of Vermont as a clinical ethicist and associate professor in 2006. Your education includes an undergraduate nursing degree from Goshen College in Indiana, a master's degree from Indiana University, and a doctoral degree from Rush University in Chicago. For the past 12 years, you have guided the undergraduate research curriculum in the Department of Nursing. You've been an active consultant on ethical issues and a nurse scientist at the University of Vermont Medical Center. Your textbook, The Ethical Component of Nursing Education, Integrating Ethics into Clinical Education, serves as a leading text for nursing educators. The work that you have done with the American Nurses Association Ethics Advisory Board led to the ANA position statement on the nurse's role when a patient requests medical aid in dying. This document has had broad impact on patients and on the discipline of nursing. Your service to your community, your church, UVM, and to the discipline of nursing spans your entire career and showcases your broad commitment. Thank you. Both of these professors have been bestowed the title of Faculty Emerita. As we are gathered to honor the shared experiences that have built this supportive community in the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, I would like to acknowledge the unexpected loss of one of our students, Cody Surprise, who just completed his junior year in the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Cody was pursuing a major in exercise science and was a member of the ROTC. During this difficult time, I, along with the entire UVM community, extend our deepest condolences to Cody's family, Cody's friends, and all who were close to him. We keep his memory close to our hearts. Thank you.
As head marshal of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, I now declare these commencement proceedings closed. Families and honored guests, please join us for a reception in Davis Center. See you there.